Well, as more employees continue to work from home, security requirements like home insurance have become just as much a part of everyday life. Alarm systems, security fences, and armed response also add to risk mitigation. Even though housebreaking crimes have actually decreased in recent years, many South Africans do not feel safe. According to statistics, South Africa, housebreaking or burglary accounted for 53% of the total crime experienced by households. For more on this, we're now joined by Sekgobola Thobakgale. He was a short-term insurance specialist at Refined Wealth. A warm welcome to you, sir, and thank you so very much for giving us your time here on SABC News.
Thank you very much.
As a start, talk to us, please, about the risks that come with working from home. I suppose that there hasn't been much attention given to the fact that people are now having to move equipment and work information to their homes, is there?
Yes, but when people, to answer the first question, when people are mostly at home, I think there's a couple of things that they need to do as the lockdown regulations are relaxed and more people go to work. The first thing that they need to make sure is what sort of arrangements they have and what sort of warranties do they have with their insurers in terms of the security that they promise that they have in their premises. So they need to make sure that it is as they said that it is. One of the things that is very, very important is for clients that have used alarms as part of their security. When you've spent like 5 months at home, and when you start going back to school, as most kids will be going to school in August, you will find that many people may forget to put on their alarms, and that will result in a theft claim from your property being not entertained by your insurer. So safekeeping of your keys, making sure that the security that you've said that you have with your insurer, it's there, and it's in line with the warranties that you're getting from your insurer.
And on that note, though, have insurance portfolios really actually changed, given what may be a changed risk or added risk? Has risk assessment changed according to the new circumstances that people are finding themselves in?
Sure. Yes, you see a lot of that, especially with the insurtech businesses that are coming in, where GPS locations are used to determine where the client says they stay without the client actually putting in the address, where clients are required to sort of take pictures of the items that they want to insure, making sure that, these things don't get looked at claim stage. So in terms of accepting what the client says they have, before it is taken, in good faith that you say you have what you say you have. But with the new technology coming in, with the contact distance that we have to keep, so the technology, the companies, the insurers that are more technological and digital in their approach of providing their services, they seem to be doing much better than those who are still doing things in the old way, because then service becomes delayed.
I'm sure insurance companies will be happy to charge us more if there is more of a risk indeed. But, I would also think that the presence of people in their homes, at their homes, might be a sort of deterrent for criminals, because you're not having a situation where, in the afternoon people are at work from 9 to 5 or whatever it is. I would think that there would be less of a risk, and our insurance companies taking, that into consideration, and perhaps looking at what premiums people were paying based on the fact that they wouldn't be home for 8 hours, 9 hours in a day.
Sure, there is that sort of warranty that insurance companies will provide. They will, certain insurance companies in their underwriting models, they will ask whether, the residence is occupied during the day and during the night, or only during the night. They will find out, who is occupying that residency, and most of the time when the residence is occupied by members of the household, the insurance discount is afforded with those underwriters that use such underwriting principles. But however, people being at home, it's still, there is some risk that is still involved, because we've heard of situations where people get there's a break in what people are at home. During times when people watch TV and things like that, where they are more relaxed. With the lockdown as it is, even that type of risks become higher because the streets are quiet. People are not going up and down. So criminals might find possible for them to come into an innocent home that is watching TV or watching news or doing whatever they're doing on a Friday afternoon, relaxed. So the security that you have, like I was saying at the beginning, make sure that they're still tight, they're still there. Because you're still there, and your assets are still there as you insure them.
And I just want to move to vehicle. I know we've been talking about homes, but I just think it's an interesting one. When it comes to our vehicles, our cars, is the risk not low now because there's no need to really sort of drive around when one is working from home? And is it possible that the premiums can then be reduced, or is that not really a factor?
No, it is a factor, and we've seen certain insurance companies that use telematics, using those telematics programs to give back to clients. Clients that don't drive, between certain kilometers a month, they will give them certain percentage between 25 and 50% of your premiums can be refunded back to you if you drive less than 250, I think, with one particular insurer. Some insurance companies will give you 10% of your premiums back, up to 30% if you do certain risk. You show them that you're putting in place certain security measures to make sure that you are safe. But also insurance, for clients that have got more than one car. You have one car that you use to go to the shops. There's available services or rather products or cover for only third-party damages. You can even insure your car for lock-in storage, even if you are keeping it home. So the premium becomes very low, but the type of cover that you get is very, very. It's basically no cover that is available except for things that can happen at home. But should you use that vehicle to go out, as many people we've seen that they're starting to drive out now and go to work, and you enjoy paying a 200 rands or a 50 rands premium, and you're paying 500 rands, and you think, going back there, you think you can still be safe. If you've been on the roads, you've seen how most people are actually in a hurry, especially in Gauteng. People are driving very, very fast in low zone areas. So the risk is still there.
All right. Thank you so very much for giving us your time. Interesting indeed. Thanks for that, Sekgobola Thobakgale, giving us his time there from Refined Wealth. Thank you, sir.